Sparky here, SparkyUOnline.com. I just want to show a few pictures of some crap that I run across on an almost daily basis. These have been taken over last several months, but anyway, I remember the good old days when you can do whatever you wanted to. Um, the meters mounted in front of the gas meters like that, and I happened to look at this too, and all the UFers were missing. So yeah, the good old days, back when you can just throw it in, wire it up, and move on. This one here, lack of support, going into the ductwork there, no roof jack. Man, why do people do this crap? This was handyman work. I know who did this, but just some more shit that you see on a daily basis out there. Okay, this is kind of weird. This is actually a picture that I took facing from the bottom and took the picture up, and the feeders for added on panels, sub panels, were brought down through the top and brought across live bussing, and you have to have a separation barrier between your live bussing and your feeders, so if any of these were to ever short out and heat up, and this was a 1600 amp service section, very easily take out that whole service section just because of the wires crossing the bus bars there. Just unbelievable shit that people do. Hey, at least they put a Myers hub up on the top so it wouldn't rain down in there. Okay, how many sub panels can we put, and how many wires can we add, and how many times can we just keep adding and adding and adding and adding? First off, somebody built a fence right in front of the meter. There's about 6-inch clearance between that and the meter, and it was that way about 20 years before I came in there and changed it all out. But you can tell that they've added on and continued to add on, and what they did was, this is the load control center here, so they just spliced all their wires, fed it on through into the load controller and back out, and then they decided to build a spa and a jacuzzi and everything else. So hey, why not separate some more breakers and pull some of the circuits out of here, extend them on over on in, and just feed that off another 100 amp breaker. This kind of thing here is why they require permits, and in our state, I mean, anything you do is really required of a permit, but people come in and do this stuff all the time, and I'm the fortunate one that gets to come back and get it all cleaned up. I don't have a problem with it. It's more money for me. I just don't think people should be doing this kind of work, and in the continued education that I'm trying to do here is to prevent this. So I guess I retract my comment. I don't care. It's more money for me. I'd rather see it done correctly in the first place. Alright, how many freaking wires can you fit in a 4-gang J-box? Okay, the thing in this particular one here is they added circuits, changed circuits around for switching, so they can add in some 3-ways and some other miscellaneous, their dimmers and their timers. But if you look right in this area right here, they actually used the ground wire as a neutral, and then took the neutral and tied it in. I'm not sure where it went on this one, but they ended up using the neutral wire from the Romex as a switch leg for part of their 3-way. Now if you take a look at this portion here, you've already got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number 12s under a red wire nut, and this is that old THW crap. So it's thicker than THHN, but nonetheless, they didn't have enough room to add the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wires in there. So they did a jumper from here to that neutral, and then from this wire nut into this wire nut. Just what is it with this kind of shit that goes on out there. Was somebody too lazy to cut open the wall and do it the right way? Was the homeowner cheap and didn't want to do it, or did the homeowner do it themselves? I don't know, but completely took that box apart and rewired it correctly, ran in some new home runs and some new wiring for the three-way switches to make it correct. Here's a perfect example of why you never take the word of somebody over the phone. I was asked to do a bid on a house, and they told me that they were going to go ahead and gut the whole interior, and the shell of the house was going to remain intact. So they gave me a set of blueprints, and I did my takeoff and went out to go do the job walk, and as you can see, the only thing left standing was the meter, basically, and this all eventually got torn down too. So when it comes time to doing job walks and estimating and everything else, don't take somebody's word for it over the phone. When you go to give them a price, go out, take a look at the job and see what you're actually up against. Fortunately, this job I ended up not doing it because the customer had some financial issues, but nonetheless, always walk your jobs first before you do a job quote. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep them coming. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Talk to you later.